More than 630 seconds of useless information about CSGO. For math gods, it's more than 10.5 minutes of pure gold, so if you like gold, you should already be subscribed to this channel. CSGO's Medishot is meant to go in your leg, not your chest, but it still goes a bit wrong. Get Right has participated in a famous Wipeout show, where he surely got loads of style points from the judges. In the retakes game mode, you'll be getting a random amount of armor. In regular rounds, this value usually varies from 60 to 80 units, but in pistol round plus upgraded pistol rounds, there are no Kevlars and helmets at all. You have to cope with completely zero armor. Good luck. And here's another armor fun fact presented to you by the one and only Machine.
Did you know that you don't need to rebuy your armor if you have more than 50 points as T and 57 points as CT?
I actually never knew that, and I always do wonder.
And someone crunched the numbers. RPK wasted $7,000 at ASL1 Cologne rebuying armor he didn't need to.
The M249 is the only weapon category in the entire game without the classified tier, aka pink skin. Mirage is the only map that has been played at every single CSGO major, followed up by 3 maps, Dust 2, Inferno and Overpass sharing the second place, as they have all missed 2 majors so far. The next song is only useless because it's short. Here's a word from my sponsor Skin Baron, presented by my Russian friend Sergey.
In the morning call Andrei, go check Skin Baron, okay? They got AWP Medusa, which makes game go your way. Now all I do is play, try to kill it every day. In Skin Baron by Skin, maybe sell some too. Over a million skin to offer, это cool. Let everybody think that you rules. Link in description or Dima comes after you.
My fancy link is in the video description. Go buy and sell your CSGO skins safely on skinbaron.com. In total, there are 34 weapons in the game, and currently the most expensive weapon is M249 with a price tag of $5,200. Imagine that AWP is officially cheaper than this bad boy. It takes you 12 USP bullets to shoot the smallest hole into a casual door, and exactly twice as much when you shoot it through this wooden wall. You'd need to say goodbye to 24 USP bullets in order to achieve a small hole in the door. Near CT spawn on Inferno, this well is not centered. In CSGO, dual Berettas cost a cheap $300 as opposed to $800 from the previous Counter-Strike games, which now makes them the most expensive pistol in these games. Still cheaper than iPhone though. Yes, this right here is an actual position on Mirage, and you might miss out a bit if you're not using it. Here you can see green paint banner on Overpass, and by the way, also your blood visually turns green 30 feet, aka around 9.1 meters underwater due to no red light being present. Everyone knows they shouldn't re-pick up, but they still do it. When you go to NadeKing.com and some time has passed, there might be some decent looking merch out there. Go make someone's Christmas. Till this August 2021, Crims had never played in an international team. Whenever you achieve the almighty 1 million frags on your stat track weapon, it will show 6 zeros, pretty much visually reset the counter on the weapon, although from your inventory everyone can see the real count, and that you have passed the extra cool million mark that you can, by the way, shortcut in special maps within half a day. A legend says that Mr. Allo performs at least 50% worse when he hasn't consumed the Red Bull prior to the game.
Are those Red Bulls only for the commercials, or can you actually drink them?
No, you can actually.
Before EPL Season 7 finals, Rain stated that he will eat the cigarette if Astralis won't win 3-0, and they didn't win 3-0 but 3-1, so Rain was wrong and he actually kept his promise. There's no visual difference to the player character when having armor and helmet equipped. Also, most CT models have armor or helmet or both already equipped, although as a CT player you'd still need to buy one at the start of the round. Vertigo, falling out from the map takes a bit more than 2 seconds, so if you have a chance to win the round by playing the time, you can easily start falling 1 point something seconds on the clock, then it's rather complicated for your opponent to find you plus frag you. In DreamHack Open Winter 2020 final, Heroic against Vitality, in the best of 5, those two teams managed to go through all 5 maps, and from Heroic's side, each of the maps had a different top fragger. What a team effort that was. If you'd pay attention to details, here at second middle on Inferno, you can see that flan di zucchini costs 8.00, no idea about the currency though. If you have played CSGO long enough, you might remember Leaderboards, which was a main menu feature added since beta of the game, but it got removed in the February 17, 2016 update. Vertigo, Mirage and Dust 2 are the only official maps which B-bomb site have no water nearby. Overpass, Inferno, Nuke and even Ancient all have some sort of water very close to their B-bomb sites. Zonic said in his book that Astralis team had a fine box, practice started at 11 AM and if you were late, you said goodbye to approximately $20. Clave and Magisk were late the most, while Zonic and Sipnix were late the least. He also said that he believes the rest of the team won't quit like Kjærby because Clave calls his teammate his brothers, Device is open about offers he has to turn down, Zipnix is the most honorable man there is, plus Dupree cares more about the comradeship than money. Nowadays the golden core has broken a bit, but nothing in life is permanent, it's still an amazing memory what those guys achieved together. This is how 10 negatives sound, and this is how 4 negatives sound. Less is more. If you would search CSGO is from Yahoo, the first answer is CSGO is not opening. Google users are surely some steps ahead as CSGO seem to open for most of the people since this phrase is not even in the top 10 of the search suggestions. Here's a great comparison how much longer it actually takes to rush Inferno B with AWP in your hands against a knife in your hands. I guess prefer the speed not power here. Nikolai Reeds, aka Device, got his nickname when his computer was starting up. Anti-word Device caught his attention, which then became his nickname Device with a number 1 in it. I still wonder why all good players have a number 1 in their nicknames. I guess I just made a huge mistake back in the day. Perfecto's start when joining Navi was great, since he won 16 out of his first 18 1v1 clutches that he had for the team. That's around 90% of a win rate right there, a potential Sipnix for the Navi, although he has never ever won a 1v5 clutch in his official matches history, but according to HLTV's data, the God Simple has only done it once as well, so it's surely very rare to happen. Team Nakhchivan Alina Tower won the Azerbaijan National Championship in 2021 and of course in CSGO. This ladder run train has 15 rungs, aka series of steps. Go try it out. Calavera is a community map made by creators Squink and T-Rexer. It takes place in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, during the Day of the Dead, which is a Mexican holiday celebrated in Mexico and elsewhere associated with the Catholic celebrations of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, plus is held on November 1st and 2nd. When directly standing on the fire of incendiary grenade / Molotov cocktail, the player's screen becomes slightly darkened by the smoke. Unlike the other games of Counter-Strike series, the color of terrorist team in CSGO seems to be a darker yellow with a bit of orange mixed into it instead of red. It takes a bit more than 8 seconds to open a case in a regular way. And why I'm saying the regular way, because you could also close the scrolling animation to speed up your case opening sessions, although if you want to get the gold, the original animated method is surely fancier. The HUD icon for Deck 9 has a shorter magazine. What a broken game. The most popular map in CSGO's workshop is the very useful crosshair generator map made by Crash. More than 35.4 million people have subscribed to it. These are insane numbers. If only 8 of you would subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, it would make my day. Right here, right now. In total, 392 in-game chickens were killed throughout the IEM Cologne 2021 event, and Hobbit from Gambit was officially a top 1 chicken killer with 19 on his name. 3rd of November 1962 was the important day when the co-founder and president of Valve was born into this real-life world, Gaben Forever. JW is at a top 1 spot in all-time total opening kills. What a true entry kill master.
Aggressive pick and actually goes all the way to...
Based on Leadify's data from over 7 million matchmaking players they have seen through their match analysis, here are top 20 countries with the highest share of CSGO's player base. Russia top 1 with close to 12% and USA at the strong 2nd place with around 11% of the overall CSGO's player base. In 2016 and 17, Cold Zero was the man who was ranked as the #1 player in the world by HLTV. It takes a bit more than a second for AWP to shoot again after an initial shot, so try to find some cover at that off time, then peek out again and go hit your next target. That's something that's way easier to be said than to be done. Nico's cousin Hunter wasn't even playing CSGO at the time Nico got signed for Mouse in 2015. Around that time, Nico bought Hunter a new PC and slowly convinced him to pursue a career. And here we are today. Both of them are tier 1 professionals and both of them are playing for G2. Firebox on Mirage has to be one of the most confusing callouts in CSGO because some people call triple Firebox 2. In my world, this is a Firebox and this is triple, but all in all, callouts are just important so you can communicate within your team with your friends. So this box could be Mr. and the other box could be Bean as well. Why not? Overpass. When going carelessly from CT spawn to B, you can lose up to 27 HP here, but you need to be a bit silly and jump. The P90 has an unusable red dot sight which is featured in every Counter-Strike game until it was replaced by an unusable iron sight in Global Offensive. From over 500,000 analyzed matches by GG Predict, it came out that it usually takes less than 25 rounds to win a game in silver ranks and over 27 rounds in mid/high tier Faceit ranks. It also shows a lot about the balance of the teams, and while some people might not like Faceit, see how much more balanced the teams are, or people just generally care a bit more on Faceit and a lot less on matchmaking. Cookly, the guy who did the famous jump shot on Dust 2, received his permanent VAC ban on 20th of November 2014. By the way, November 20 is also a birthday for 46th President of USA, Joe Biden, and the rapper Future. What a day. Of course, not a better day than today, which is an international like a NadeKing's video day. So glad that you're here, and yeah, it only takes like 2 seconds to participate in this mega international event.